Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of the Iron Meditation, the Art of Living and Lifting podcast. I'm your host, Coach Michael. There is nothing worse than pain of regret. Regret for the things we've done and the things we have not done yet or did not do at all. And to make things even spicy, the pain of regret has a compound interest effect. Now, some of us who are over the 40s have accumulated some regret memories. We all have done stuff, and it's absolutely irrelevant the scale of it. It can be very insignificant to other, okay, like really some small and like stupid thing. Saying something to a child and not so dramatic, but somehow it falls on your childhood memory, or you just forget, or you ruin another family dinner and it falls on something else, and that's it. You're hooked, and voices in your head eating you alive. And slowly, with the compound interest that I've mentioned, you begin to feel that everything that is fucked up around you, fucked up because of you. And this is the final step to shifting your self-perception and self-worth to being absolutely irrelevant human being on this planet, and thus pushing you one step close to suicidal tendencies. I know because I was there. So the voices inside your head whispering, like Lord Voldemort whispered into Harry Potter's head, like, Harry, Harry, I know you can hear me. Look around you. You see all those miserable people? You did it. Yes, you. It's because of you that they are so miserable. It's because of you. It's because you wanted to have it your own way, you selfish fucking prick. It's because of you that cannot keep your mouth shut. It's because of you that cannot keep their leg crossed. It's because of you that cannot finish any project, and it goes on and on until the only thing you want is to grab your head and run to the highway, hoping for a truck driving fast enough to end it. And by doing so, doing a great favor to anybody and everybody else around you, relieving them from your presence. It's not so though, because anyone with some of masochistic tendency like myself knows, like, if you want to punish yourself, you need to stay alive. It's the ultimate punishment. And guys who have gone to spiritual journeys understand that these voices will never, like in the if you remember the movie The Mummy with Jason Frazier, that the mummy says death is only the beginning sentence. So you cannot escape the voices. It's the karma. They will follow you. So, like, it's irrelevant whether you be dead, alive. It goes with you unless you act. Okay? ACT. Word we hate so much because it forces us to actually do something until you act upon it. So I want to share with you my own practice. What I did, it happened like some nights before we went to the holiday with my kids, and it kind of hit me. Like, things went good, but not as good as I fantasized and imagined the perfect vacation. Now, I believe that everybody who listen can relate to the envisionment of a perfect relationship, work, life, vacation, a holiday, time spent together, conversation with the boss, conversation with the spouse, a night off, a day on, whatever. And it rarely meets our visualization. Okay, so this hit me like a truck. Okay, the truck that I wished sometime to come and hit me for real. Again, and I couldn't sleep, just being again consumed by this guilt that again I fucked up everything for my kid, that they looked up to me, and I did what I know how to do best, fuck things up, and again disappointing everybody around. Now objectively it's not true. Okay? Now people who survived it knows it. But when you in the eye of the storm, it is very real. And it's super hard to get it out. So even if you know that it's bad for you, okay, like a crack junkies, that they understand, but the habit is stronger than them. And I did, surprisingly to myself, something completely different. So in one of my spiritual journeys, practices I've done, I've searched for my inner child, and this vision came to me of a dungeon with a like black round marble altar, for like sacrificial altar, with a little kid, myself, like sitting there completely in the dark, completely scared. And I forgot about it because it happened some years ago. I forgot about it, and like this time that I was laying in the bed, couldn't sleep, consumed by the guilt because it was the last night and there is nothing that I can do to try to turn the tables. So it's completely like guilt, like full guilt trip of like completely fucking things up beyond repair. I did something absolutely new to my own surprisement. I just, like, I saw myself. I kind of didn't do anything. I saw myself running, like sprinting down to that cellar, to this black altar in the dark, hugging the kid, which is me, my inner child, very hard, whispering to him, "It's not your fault. It is not your fault. You are okay. It is not your fault." And something snapped. Like the guilt completely let go. It's not disappeared, okay? Like there is no magic, all right? But it subsided almost immediately and almost completely. Me sitting there, hugging my my inner child, whispering, "It is not your fault. It is not your fault. You are okay." So maybe this is the power of forgiving yourself that, people talk about this. I don't know how to call it, but like it's a tool. It's an action. Okay, and I'm sharing with you because I know it might literally save a life and make things easy. And it was actually, this is the only thing we can do to stop the voices and stop this, like guilt trips. So, the definition of learning is doing something different in the same circumstances, in the same setup. So I have done it, like I have learned, and it took me a while. And I'm wishing you the same. So like come on, go and dig deep. Because it's not conversation with the therapist. It's nice, it's fine, it's good, do it. It's you, like eventually finding up and acting for yourself, for your sake, because like these things like won't go away. Now, the second part of this equation I will discuss in my next episode, and it's going to be the primer why we self-sabotage and how to actually get out of it, so we create less and less of this regretting and guilt trips. So enjoy, have a beautiful life, hug your inner child, and I'll see you in the next episode.